Hey guys, it's EJArendee. I'm about to rage quit on this camera. Or, that doesn't even make sense. I'm about to have explosive rage on this camera here in a minute. But, I'm going to talk about SLEs and Socionics SLEs. So that's the Socionics ESTP. I'm going to make this quick. I always say that in all my videos, and they're fucking 15 minutes to an hour long, and my camera shuts off and they get pissed off with the camera and I have to start over again. So, here are 3 common social roles of the... if you go on to wikisocion.org and look up SLE, it'll give you some little stereotypes at the bottom to sort of, just some little generalizations. SLEs speak in generalizations. Okay? Look at all my videos. Listen to all the generalizations that I use. I use a lot of generalizations. And I have no shame about it. That's what Myers-Briggs is all about, you know. All ENTPs like Star Trek. All ESTJs are in the military, you know, that kind of stuff. It's just, you listen to my videos and they're just riddled with generalizations. That's how I talk. Deal with it. If you don't like it, go watch freaking, you know, some other internet nerd's videos who's less interesting than I am. I like the other guys, don't worry. I'm not dissing, you know, all the other Myers-Briggs YouTube psychologists, Freud's. So, the alpha male, or female, who is constantly preoccupied with his territory and social status, threats to that territory, and making sure everyone recognizes his leadership and status. I don't have any territory. I mean, the only territory that I have is this freaking junk heap that I live in. Social status, I'm a hobo. Okay? Because I don't have any money. I mean, I have plenty of money. Okay? But I don't have a job, and not where I want to be right now. Threats to that territory. Yes. Yes. I am kind of defensive of people coming in, messing with my friends, and so I get kind of protective. I don't know if that's the same thing. Making sure everyone recognizes his leadership and status. I think I did that. When I enter new environments, I tend to make a big kind of entry speech. Look at me, this is who I am, observe, bow down to my radiance, that kind of thing. And then people realize that that's not who I am at all, and they're like, you're a fucking fake, and then they start hating me, and they're like, and so then that's what happens. And, whatever, fuck those people. Yeah, I guess I do that. Making sure everyone recognizes my leadership. I haven't really been in enough leadership positions to know if I do that or not. I mean, I do appreciate having a uniform of some sort that says I am in charge of you. This is, you know, that it makes things unambiguous. I do sort of like that. When I'm in charge, when I was in the Navy and I was in charge of some people, I make it very clear. I do say, hey everyone, my name is Jay, I am your squad leader. I am in charge of you for this duration. This is what's going to happen. I just lay everything out, tell them exactly what to expect and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah. So yeah, I guess I do that. The challenger or revolutionary who rejects existing authority and organizational structures and tries to overturn them and establish his or her own system, or simply overturn them for fun without putting anything else in their place. Yeah, this is something I've learned recently that I do is at work I get bored very easily. When I was working as a painter, I was bored. I was thinking, maybe I should start my own paint company. So as I was thinking that, I decided to try to hire all of my boss's employees. I said, hey, I'll pay you more than this guy if you work for me. And they're like, oh, well, that sounds great. Let's do it. And I was like, awesome. Let's give me your business card, and I'll give you a call later. And then a few hours later, my boss found out somehow, and screamed at me. He flipped out, and it was fun. It was fun. I got fired from that job, so now I'm unemployed again. The rogue artist. Okay, so SLEs are the rogue artist who revels in his or her own naughtiness, likes to shock and appall audiences, and doesn't take his or her own work too seriously. Okay, revels in his or her own naughtiness. Likes to shock and appall audiences. Yes. Yeah, I say ridiculous things sometimes just to make people, just so I can get that look, just so I can watch people give me that shocked look, like just to make people gasp. Love that. And to me, I don't understand. I wish I could see myself when I do that from the exterior, because I just don't. I just can't. That's part of the reason why I do it, is because I have no concept of what I look like when I do it. I have no sort of exterior perception of myself. I have no idea how to control my perception, how I come off to others. Just have no idea. Let's see, doesn't take his own work too seriously. Yes. I made a whole bunch of freaking music, electronic music, techno and stuff. I got some of them. I've got 4 songs on my channel if you go look them up. I made some ambient techno kind of stuff, and I don't take it too seriously. I mean, I made it, and it's awesome, and I like the stuff that I made, and some of it I put my heart and soul into, but still, some of it I put a lot of feeling into it. But still, I'll come up to people and be like, "Here, listen to my shitty techno. Hey, have you checked out my shitty techno?" And they'll be like, "Oh, you're a good salesman." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I am." I mean, and people will say, this isn't that great. My older brother says, he'll say, this music sounds like I'm listening to a retard play with blocks. I'm just like, I just think it's funny. I'm like, well, yeah, I suppose in some ways that could be true, but I like this about it. I mean, I just don't get bent up out of shape about it. If you some people, if you tell them their book isn't good, they're gonna be like they're just gonna freak out and then shoot themselves. So, and I don't do that. I don't shoot myself. So I guess that means I don't take my work too seriously. I'm not like Marilyn Manson. Okay, Marilyn Manson takes his work way too seriously. Okay, dude, you're a fucking random Joe Schmo with identity issues. You don't know if you're a man or a female, and you make music about it and about beating people, and then you wear skimpy outfits because I don't know why. Because you're a fucking weirdo. He takes himself way too seriously. He's just all he is just a freaking, just somebody with identity issues who somehow has a cult following. So I like his music though. I like his music. It's great. But yeah, stop wearing the makeup and the fake boobs. I mean, that's just weird. What else about SLEs? Leadership. I'll go ahead and talk about leadership because I saw some other guy talk about leadership in one of his videos. I tell people what to do all the time. It's just a fact of life, and people just do what I say. I don't know why. What's his name? This one other guy on YouTube. His name is JCW or JWC or something like that. JC3WSLE or something. he put it very well. He said he's like, I guess they could not do what I tell them to do. Like, it's just, I don't know, just I tell people what to do all the time, and they just do it. They don't fight back. They don't. Some people do. When I play video games, I'm like, I need you to build. When I play StarCraft, I'm like, I need you to build 12 carriers in 30 minutes. I need you to build this. Get us a defensive line of bunkers over here. Siege tanks now. I need you to build a bunch. I'm gonna go ahead and build a bunch of adrenaline zerglings and some of this other shit. And everybody's like, got it, roger that, check. And they're like, and then suddenly I'm in charge of this team, and then there's that one asshole who's like, don't tell me what to do, and I'm like, dude, okay, fine. I'm like, geez, fine, okay. And I just leave them alone. I don't tell them what to do. So then I keep telling these guys what to do, and then this guy starts complaining that I'm telling them what to do. He's like, why? He's like, dude, stop telling everybody what to do. I'm like, shut the fuck up. They're listening to me. They want to do what I tell them to do, so I'm going to go ahead and tell them what to do. I don't know. I don't know why I do it. It's just, it's compulsive. It's fun. Usually what happens is, if there's somebody who knows what he's doing, I love it. I've only had a few people who, like, in video games, who tell me what to do, and I'm like, okay, that sounds good. That's a good idea, and I listen to them. I mean, if they know what they're doing. There are other people who are very authoritative in video games, and I love them, and we actually become close friends because we start working together. And suddenly we're best friends on freaking Steam, and we're talking to each other, and we're like, holy shit, dude, you remember that time when I was piloting a Timberwolf and I killed all those fire moths, and you just did it? Yeah, that's MacWare, by the way. So anyway, that's a little bit on being a leader. Mostly comes out in video games, because I'm not in a situation to be a leader right now. But in video games, yeah, all the time. I tell people, I'm like, I need you to do this. Follow me. You got the freaking demolisher tank. I need you to come with me and take out these freaking fire moths, because they're going to be shooting me up with their stupid medium pulse lasers, and that's a bitch. I hate medium pulse lasers. And then just shit just gets done. And I played Rainbow Six like this, and at one point what I want to do is once I've got the money coming in with the real estate and all of the self-employment, and I wrote the books and stuff, I want to start, once I pretty much don't have to work for a living, I want to get like a Battlefield 2, a Battlefield 3 group together with a website and really well, and I will be the leader. I will be the leader of this group, at least initially, and there'll be a rank system, and if somebody else pops up and is a really good leader, I'll probably assign him his own team, and stuff like that. Like, that's just something I really want to do. Like, have like a hierarchy with people, that's something I really want to do, or even be a part of a group like this. I just don't have the time to do that right now. That's leisure. So I don't have the time to do that, and I can do that in real life when it comes to starting businesses and stuff. So, yep, that's just something I like. And it's very natural, and I just do it automatically. Oftentimes because there's no one else who knows what they're talking about. I used to play Left 4 Dead with if you ever played that game, I used to play that with an ESFP, an INTJ, and ISTP. And the ESFP would kind of get frustrated because he would get frustrated because I was always telling him what to do. And then sometimes he would push me out of the way and say, okay, and then he would start telling me what to do. I'm like, okay, all right, we'll play your way. And we'd alternate back and forth. We weren't very cooperative about it. We kind of fought each other a little bit, but he was still pretty good. He's pretty good at it. But he just doesn't like being told what to do. And they'd argue, and But if there was somebody else in there who knew what he was doing very well, then I would let that person take control by all means. And if he didn't, and oftentimes I would hang around the guy, and he would recognize. What happens is when I meet these other people who are authoritative in video games, I'll start asking him, what do you think I should do? And he'll tell me, and then I'll do it, and then the plan will work together. And then suddenly we become like equals. Because at some point I'll be like, hey, can you help me out with this? And he'll be like, Roger, he'll be like, sure, I'm on my way. And we become like a really good team. I might just be meeting other SLEs. Yeah, and then the two of us team up and we destroy everyone. Yeah, that's me in leadership. Supposedly SLEs their nickname is the Commander, and yeah, that's. I mean, I don't have a very commander presence right now, but I do things. Anyway, I've rambled way too long about this, and I hope you enjoyed my rambling. See you later.